last season, I thought LeBron going to another Eastern Conference would be a better move. Really, just by a thought of a East Coast player, a guy that's literally built on just physical play, just driving to the hoop, and not much transition to basketball. A guy notable for not being that good for coaches, thinks he's too good for coaches. A guy that literally carries his own teams to the playoffs and shit like that. How could that transition to a historic franchise like the Los Angeles Lakers with a lot of developing talents in his control, that he can make his own team by himself that only fits his description and not the coach's description on how to make a team for the Lakers instead of a team for LeBron James? That was literally my thought of what was going on to the regular season for the Lakers. They are the 10th seed now with LeBron James at the helm, where they're playing below 500 basketball. They're worse than the Kings right now. And the previous month of February that just passed, they've only won 3 games. They beat the Celtics, Rockets, and Pelicans. Who did they lose to? Teams that are below seed, except the Sixers, Pacers, and fucking Warriors. They lost to the Hawks. They lost to the Pelicans that were bottom seed for a while, and the Grizzlies. Now, they lost against the Suns. 109 to 118. LeBron James was out for 17 games, so yeah, that's a bit of a sum up of why they were struggling for quite a bit. But since LeBron been back, that I wish was a better excuse. Efficiency rating is bad. They can't move the ball as well as they can. Yes, there's hints and pieces that the fucking Lakers could actually play some pretty good basketball at times. But if they're allowing, Julius Randle to drop 35, a guy that used to play for the Lakers until the Cousins controversy, and then he went to the Warriors, and now they picked up Julius Randle that had a good year with the Lakers, and then he's having a pretty good production year with the Pelicans. He might stay for another year or so. So what I'm trying to say is the Lakers are terrible. Other than Lonzo Ball having a good sophomore year, so is Kyle Kuzma, that's being like a secondary scorer. They got no real big men. They rely on JaVale McGee a bit too much to move the basketball. There's not much Tyson Chandler. LeBron James is there to just break his own personal records. That's literally it. I don't think there's that much ambition at hold here. LeBron James knows that there's nothing left in the tank. He's near the end of his prime. Why the fuck just give up on this entire endeavor trying to think that you're a competitive championship leading player now? Now I'm looking at their Pelicans game. LeBron hits 33 points. Kuzma only was 22. They signed Reggie Bullock instead of Anthony Davis. That was supposed to be a game-changing trade. It didn't, because obviously there's too much to lose. So they would go for Reggie Bullock for whatever was in the bench. JaVale McGee only averaged 4 rebounds. I don't think there's that much impressive about JaVale McGee. He's only averaging about 6.6 rebounds per game for the starting center. His efficiency is terrible. He's averaging only 11 points. Not much he's really putting up to the game, except he's an experienced center from the Warriors. While there's Jrue Holiday and goddamn Julius Randle with Anthony Davis. They beat him the previous night, but he lost to the Suns just a few nights later. You lost to the Suns with LeBron James on your team. There's a problem if you can't take away the Suns in a random night. We are now under 25 games remaining in the regular season. Don't forget it's March now. It's March, people would be talking about what's going on in the NBA. If some teams are set to get the new up-and-coming draft picks that are coming out, and that might be playing come March Madness. All this crap is anticipating for the Lakers to do something. Now they're below 500 with a couple games remaining into the regular season, and now all there is a lack of potential, a mediocre starting five, and only LeBron James to blame. And I hate this Lakers team so much. And LeBron is playing a majority of the game. He got 16 assists while having 27 points. And I think he has the biggest usage rating, obviously, on the team. Brandon Ingram doesn't do much except score. You barely see him record blocks. Kyle Kuzma is an amazing athlete. He does all around great stuff, and I thought that's what they were going to utilize the Lonzo and Kuzma connection. I don't know why they needed LeBron James. I think they would just need a better point guard or a better two guard and a decent center. And I think the Lakers could have been above 500 come this month. And now they signed LeBron James. That should have been game changing for the team. And sometimes they get good performances, and then they lose to the damn Suns a few nights ago. Just pull up what LeBron James is doing. He's averaging 27 points. He missed 17 games and still made the All-Star game, because you can't have an All-Star game without LeBron James. And for the last couple nights, he's been averaging at least what looks like 29 points a game. And those were his last three. I'm just trying to figure this out. Because I want to like the Lakers. I want to like the Lakers. They keep finding different ways how to disappoint me. Because other than Kuzma, Lonzo, that's potential. That's not star power. Back in the day, Kyrie Irving was an established player already. He spent about 3-4 seasons. No, he was like 3 seasons, and he was already an all-star at that point. So people knew how much an established face Kyrie Irving was, and how much of an established face Kevin Love was at his time in Minnesota. He was all-star potential. He was already an all-star player on a shitty team. And then there's LeBron James, and he can play off that. He needs to revolve around players that can take out a game and can take control of a game. Now there's Kyle Kuzma. There was a game where he dropped 30 come third quarter, and he only averaged 2 points when it was overtime. Lonzo Ball can't stick open shots sometimes. It's bad watching Lonzo shoot. Still awkward, uncomfortable, cringe. The guy can only average 9 points. He's already, well, it's technically 10, but it's not good enough in a decent efficiency rating. The guy's still shitty from 3, 32.9%. It's poor. In his previous games, his lowest was 8 points. His highest is 19. That isn't bad. For a point guard, it's still 11 assists, but we rely on shooters now instead of people that can distribute the ball well in the NBA. Look at Chris Paul. As much as he's the best passer in the game, he still gets 29, 22 points in whenever the Rockets need it. 19 points. And that's on a whack night. Kyle Kuzma, I like it, but it's not good enough. Come on, folks. I thought we were better than this. That's what I'm trying to suspect from this entire Lakers team, and why the organization is literally relying on LeBron James to be the savior when he's a 34-year-old, relying on young talent to get him somewhere in the second round. This is the same guy who allowed Darren Young, J.R. Smith, oh my God, Darren Young to Derek Williams to join their team. Derek Williams, I don't know why. Derek Williams, I think there was one time they had Mo Williams for some apparent reason. And all these wannabe players, I think they also had they did not have Monte Ellis. They just had a lot of whack players on a team that only relied on a few of their six-man, decent starting five that's only Love and Kyrie. Then they picked up Iman Shumpert that hasn't been shit since his rookie year with the Knicks. And J.R. Smith that lost a smudge of his athleticism. That doesn't finish, and he has a decent jumper. Now J.R. Smith barely plays Cavs games. Let's not be being a dick on LeBron James. I'm just gonna tell you up front. Dwayne Wade's my favorite player. So out of LeBron James, I don't fuck with him. But I respect his game and his longevity in the NBA, and that's nothing for me to disrespect. But sometimes when it comes to shove, he's not going to be always the best player on the team, and he's not going to be the reason why they win. It's still a team effort to win a basketball game. And I think this is what people are always trying to shove down people's throat when you're noticing this is a 34-year-old man trying to lead a group full of 20-year-olds and some veterans that can't control a game by themselves. Even another example, the big three from the Miami Heat. You already had a game changer and an all-star of Dwayne Wade that already had a lot of all-star appearances. Before LeBron James came to the team, he already had a decent amount of role players. He had Chris Bosh, that was great for the Raptors. Chris Anderson. He had Shane Battier at one time, Ray Allen. There was a lot of role players. Then LeBron started doing some dumb shit. They got whack. Plus, aging all-star Dwayne Wade. Always LeBron's decisions. Always LeBron's choice. Whatever happens and revolves around a franchise getting fucked. And Miami not making a postseason until last season. It's terrible. And I'm sick of LeBron doing this. Everything has to revolve around LeBron. And nothing can be okay without LeBron. They call him the GM now because nothing in the front office goes without LeBron say so. Michael Jordan never had to bitch about Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. Why the fuck? Or any other all-star other than Michael Jordan, because there's a lot more GOATs. There's a lot more great players than Michael Jordan. People just don't get that through their fucking heads. They don't bitch for good players. It's a business. There's no I in team, so why does everything have to revolve around LeBron? He only won 4 rings? Sit the fuck down? Relax your ass? You only won 3 rings. Because other players control the games. Fuck. What's wrong with this guy? Get a reality check. You're 34 years old. There's nothing you can lead. You guys are below 500. Go for your stats right now. You niggas really aren't shit. My god. In points, you guys lead 13. Only 112.4. That's average. Everybody else is scoring above 110 now. And rebounding, you guys rank fucking wow. What a dominating number. You guys lead in motherfucking nowhere. You guys are only 7th in rebounding. That's not bad. But in assists and distributing the ball and actually doing well, it's 11th. And let's go over the defensive rankings, where it's actually important for a defensive team. Because it's high-scoring basketball. You need to show that you're threatening by a defensive unit other than your offense. So if we look at your goddamn defensive ranking, you will lead 22nd ranked in steals and a staggering 10th in blocks. Because LeBron James, Kuzma, Lonzo. Some of the guys don't even really show up. Signed Reggie Bullock from the Detroit Pistons, that's only notable for being an outside shooter. You got Tyson Chandler, a consistent rebounder from the Suns. Won a title with the Mavericks because he was younger and more athletic. And now he's older and a bit athletic. He gets Mike down the ball, sure, but he isn't scoring. JaVale McGee, he's a good putback scorer. You got Kuzma. He's just a light-skinned Paul George. You got Lonzo, a light-skinned Rondo with less of a jumper that doesn't control a game. And LeBron James, it just give him the basketball a bit. He'll dunk for a couple of minutes, know how to shoot, and distribute the ball a bit. People think he's a team player, but if you guys actually pay attention to watching the basketball game, it's like, fuck me, it's aggravating how you guys can't hold on to a lead or try. Like these high scoring ass games, and you're just leaving these guys open for shots. And it's like you guys allow Julius Randle to go off, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton to go off, all these assholes to go off. LeBron James' absence, 17 games out. He still made an All-Star game, but he was so ass. This is a poor Lakers team, and now you assholes are getting what you deserve. LeBron James not even an MVP confrontation, and he's like averaging 27 points. They're 10th place, guys. You're 10th in the West. You're 476. 14 games back. You're 14 games back. You guys have a shitty road record, by the way. How do I suspect you guys actually remain consistent? You're 12 and 20. And now you're 2 games below. We have a 2-game losing streak. 7-5 in a decent division. The team is this terrible. It's hard to announce how the Lakers even still remain in conversation of playoff confrontation if the Sacramento Kings are in 9th seed and the Lakers are a couple games behind. By God, guys, I understand this is the worst team in the league. What I'm talking about here? Well, what I'm talking about is a team with LeBron James and a lot of potential talent. It's bad. It doesn't look good for the Lakers organization. All this conversation, what been going on, I know there was not a lot of confidence on their squad. On trading Kuzma and Lonzo, getting Anthony Davis, firing Luke Walton, LeBron James. Issue with this, LeBron James might be going to a different team. There's no confidence. Where the fuck is the confidence in a basketball team now? I was suspecting more off this Lakers team, and I'm getting nothing. I was suspecting more confidence. I was suspecting more popularity. I was suspecting more of an attitude. I was suspecting a different style of basketball for a Lakers team. And they still hire Luke Walton. They still have LeBron James' shitty attitude. I do whatever I want and I have to control it because you assholes can't make a good franchise by yourself while they had Brook Lopez. They had Brook Lopez. And we got Tyson Chandler and JaVale McGee for that. And now Brook Lopez is like the first seed in the East with Giannis Antetokounmpo with the Bucks. You see what the fuck happened. You see what the fuck happened. That's a cavalcade of disappointment in a way how much I've been watching Lakers basketball. And it's like, God, why does this concern me? Maybe because I was suspecting my playoff predictions to be a bit correct. But now they might not be, because one of the teams are off the picture. Plus, my playoff predictions will be coming up soon. This is just a bit of a complaint that's going on with the Lakers. Because I suspected them to play better, act better. Kuzma, he is producing a bit better. Not producing better than Jason Tatum, but he's getting there. And then there's Lonzo, that I suspected him to have a better shooting form. He did, but he's not consistently hitting corner shots. He's still not the best player. He's still not a good distributor. Rondo's still their go-to guy. This just could have been a better. This could have been a better team. I hope they make it to the playoffs. It would be weird if we don't see LeBron in the postseason. But I think they'll battle through. They still have a couple games remaining in the regular season, but they got to win a lot come March. A lot come March. They have to. What is their freaking schedule this month? Because they already lost. They're already in a 2-game losing streak. The chances of making the playoffs might be a bit slim. That I wish it's not. It's weird. As much as I don't fuck with LeBron, he's like the best player to see. And seeing him miss the postseason for certain fans, that would be disappointing as fuck. That would be like a shooting just occurred in a high school nearby. something unpredictable and so sad that it shouldn't have happened. So next they got the Clippers, Nuggets, Celtics, Bulls, Raptors, Pistons, Knicks, Bucks, Nets, the Kings, Wizards, Jazz, Hornets, and Pelicans. Then come April, they got the Thunder, Warriors, Clippers, Jazz, and Trailblazers. They have an incredibly difficult schedule. That's an incredibly difficult schedule to look at. Especially come April, their final couple games of the season, how much it's going to be a war zone, especially while the Trailblazers are doing good. By the way, if you didn't know, they got Enes Kanter. Bucks are doing well. They're going to get Powell soon. Raptors are killing it. The Celtics are getting better. They had a teepsy topsy first half of the season. The Clippers are still producing well after losing Tobias Harris and Marjanovic. And the Suns are getting more competitive after their first couple signings. So this is going to be the roughest time to be a Lakers fan or a LeBron James fan as people seem to be, thanks to they don't give a fuck about the rest of the Lakers team. Or know that Josh Hart is still on the team. Or that guy from the G League, I think his name is Brian Ingram, I forgot what his name was. But still, we understand people are not Lakers fans, they just care if LeBron James actually can still make it to the finals in the West Coast team. And even if you are Lakers fans, you gotta show your support as much as possible if you're willing to see LeBron James make it to the playoffs. Because this is supposed to be the second coming of Kobe. Or Michael Jordan, whatever you prefer. But still, this is going to be the most heart-racing regular season month of your life if you're a Lakers fan or a LeBron James fan. Thanks for watching. I'm just giving you an update on what's going on with the Lakers. They're already playing like shit, and I hope they get better after that 2-game losing slump, especially against the Suns. It's like letting a special ed kid beat you in ball. You don't want that to happen. See you guys later. This is bad for the Lakers. Have a good night. Like, subscribe, share.